I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me.
All right, Lil Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar. So as I said earlier, Kendrick surprise dropped his new album, and he had some lyrics for Lil Wayne. I guess before we get to that, let's start at the very top. Lil Wayne hosted his own music festival in New Orleans, where he talked about being snubbed for the Super Bowl. He also received the keys to the city at this festival, so I'm glad to see that Lil Wayne's getting his flowers. But let's go ahead and take a look at the clip.
During my lifetime, the first Super Bowl was here, I made sure I bought tickets at the beginning of the season. And I did the same when I moved to Miami, and I was wishing my team make it, and guess who made it that year? The Saints. I was my mama, that's sweet. She was able to bring my family and other people from New Orleans, and they had a ball. That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me. But this moment right here, they can't take that, man. They can't take that from me. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for yourself for being amazing.
All right, so as you heard the man say, he felt like the Super Bowl, performance was ripped away from him. His words. So he definitely feels a sort of a type of way about it. There's no denying that. I will say that he's entitled to feel the way he feels. Like Lil Wayne is such a big sports guy. Like he's always referenced sports in his music, but he's also had like a show on ESPN, I believe, back in the day. So like I understand him it's always been a dream of his to like perform at the Super Bowl, so I can kind of understand why he'd feel like a type of way about it. I know like some people think that Kendrick deserves it more, or like Kendrick's more relevant or whatever. And I was kind of I'm still kind of hoping that like Kendrick brings out Lil Wayne during his performance just to to make it right. Something. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what else. Oh, I think this is Lil Wayne getting the keys to the city.
Appreciation for who you are. Miss Mercedes on back. Miss Giselle, we love you. This is your city saying to you, you matter for generations to come, for what you have done, what you are doing.
Now, are the keys to the city like physical keys? Because that looks like she's holding up like a award, not an actual like physical key.
And what you will.
Like I think when Diddy got the keys to the city, it was like a physical key he was holding up.
Will continue to do on behalf of our city. Let's give it up.
Funny enough, I remember when I was a kid, there was a cartoon. I don't remember what cartoon it was. It may have been like The Simpsons or something, but there was a cartoon where the character got the keys to the city, and the key opened up every single door in the city. Like it was obviously it's a cartoon, but like for some reason, whenever I see an artist rewarded the keys to the city, I always think of that cartoon.
And now, let me present to you who has additional words, our very own entertainment and...
Oh, it is a key. I see it. You see it? It looks like it is a physical key. If I was him, I would try like opening up just random doors in the city.
Massacre of the city of New Orleans, son of the city, Master P. Give it up.
Oh, look at that. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Now, it's gonna suck if this man tries to like auction off this key instead of keeping it, because I know people do that.
P. Give it up.
just want to say what up to the greatest rapper alive, Lil Wayne.
For you kids who don't know, Master P is also like an old school legend. Like he basically created a whole sound that like Lil Wayne kind of took over from.
Y'all know.
Like without Master P, there would be no Lil Wayne.
Young Money, you made history, my brother. What we about to do for you next, February 6th. I know y'all seen the Hollywood Walk of Fame. February 6th on Canal Street, we starting the NOLA Walk of Fame, and you the first one. We're gonna celebrate the greatest from New Orleans when it comes to music. And you know I know about music. I'm gonna tell y'all, this fleur-de-lis is gonna be.
Like it's good to see him getting his flowers. I don't think people nowadays don't realize how big Lil Wayne was back in the day. Like without Lil Wayne, there would be like no Drake or Nicki Minaj. Like he created the whole Young Money empire. Like he's the one who signed Drake when he was a nobody. Like he signed Nicki Minaj. He like the three of them were Young Money. He also signed a bunch of like rappers that went nowhere. I don't even remember their names.
On Canal Street all the way down. Here's something that we've done. We also, February 6th and 7th, we're going to bring a whole skate arena out there for you, my brother. We about to shut the city down. February 6th and 7th is going to be Lil Wayne Day. This fleur-de-lis. I love you, my brother. For real, for real. So this love here, y'all.
Yeah, so for those of you who are unaware, like the reason he's upset is because the Super Bowl is happening in his town. So like he kind of feels a little entitled to perform there, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and skip this and go straight to. All right, so Kendrick referenced Lil Wayne on his album, and these are the lyrics. So let's see if I can move myself from the frame. All right, he said, used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though, call me crazy. Everybody questionable. Turn me to an esque. I drew the line in decimals. So yeah, let me put myself back. I mean, it's not like he's not like dissing Lil Wayne or anything. He's just saying like, you know, he's basically just saying he let Lil Wayne down. He's okay with it. But let's see what Lil Wayne had to say. All right. Once again, let me try to remove myself from frame. All right. Lil Wayne tweeted, man, what the F I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. All right, well, that don't sound like love. Talking about destroying people, Lil Wayne. That don't sound like love. But I will say, you can't pretend like, what did I do? Like you have been making it very clear publicly that you feel slighted for not getting the performance. So what you did was you said you were disappointed you didn't get the performance, but you also didn't congratulate Kendrick. And like Kendrick mentioned that on the album. He said like the only one that congratulated him was Nas. So yeah, like I will say him pretending that he doesn't know what he did. You know what you did. You know what you did. But anyways, all right. And that's the story. All right. I don't see any new chatter, so we'll go ahead and move on to story number 5.
Introducing the Late Night Show with your host, Cuddy Bino. Live streamed every Sunday night at midnight. Search Cuddy Bino on YouTube to catch the first episode.